Big John, Big John.
Okay, update on the forklift. Guy at work helped me get, forklift mechanic at work helped me get wiring diagram. And pretty sure I was talking about how the fuel solenoid was not opening on the fuel pump to let fuel in. Well, looking through there real quick, just glancing through it, there's an oil pressure sensor. It's got to sense oil pressure before it'll open the fuel. So it's got to crank a little bit before that fuel will open up, which makes sense. So we'll work on that one of these days. As for right now, all them old rims and tires that were up there, I think I showed them in the back of the truck yesterday when we took them tractors to scrap. I got them all, well, wiped them off, cleaned them up a little bit. I got them all out in front of the barn by the road for sale. Took care of that. So now we're gonna go get Scooter, unhook the rotary hoe or the rototiller off of the back of that, put it back on the mower, and we're gonna go over to my brother's and mow that wheat stubble, and then down to Dad's and mow that wheat stubble. Get some of these weeds and grass and volunteer wheat knocked down, and wait for manure. All right, well, I was in the barn cleaning up a spot to unhook the rototiller so I can put the big mower on here so I can mow some wheat fields. And I figured, you know what, before I do that, I'm going to come out here and I'm going to remark the edge of this lane. It kept getting smaller and smaller. You can see where the grass is here. Yeah, every time you work it, you work a little bit closer to the lane, a little closer, a little closer. Next thing you know, you got a 15-foot lane when you need 20, 25. So, hi Ruckus. So I set the old GPS up for the bumper strip clear up along the road, so I know it's perfectly parallel with the road. And I came back out here and made a pass down through there with the rototiller lightly. I only went a couple inches deep, but that'll be the new edge of the field. That way the lane don't get small. I mean, you do the same thing on this one. Yeah, this one ain't too hell bad. It gets kind of narrow right in here. This cornfield is inching closer and closer this way. So we'll knock that back about 3 feet, I think, from this fall. But anyway, yeah, we're gonna go up the barn and unhook this rototiller and put the woods mower on and go mow some wheat fields. Okay, well that went uncannily easy. So, yeah. Pull the PTO shaft off, put that there. Need a little block. Anyway, yeah, should come apart pretty easy. Must be getting good at it. I got lucky is what had happened. Well, after the rototiller unhook and hooking this thing up, and both hydraulics are right the first time, I think I better go buy a lottery ticket today. First time backing in, well, I had to get out and move the PTO shaft. It was right where the hitch is, so I moved that off to the side, jumped back in here, back up, stopped. Was able to get the pin in first try. So, all right, let's go shoot some grease in this thing and go mow. Okay, we're having a test plot day here this coming Thursday. Oh, you guys are dirty. Hang on. This coming Thursday, so Eric brought me his weed eater, so I went down where the sign is, down along the road there. I mowed there the other day, or a week or so ago. I went out and around that sign. So I put them tires up, had one guy stop and look at them, took a couple of the big ones, he's going to try them out. But anyway, LG sign down there. So I walked down there with the weed eater and trimmed all the way around that. And I was going to go all the way along here and do all that, and I said, you know what, that's too much leg work. So I got the lawnmower out and I mowed back in here a little bit, just clean that up, and then I went in here and mowed all this tall grass down with the lawnmower. The weed eater's got the saw blade on it, so it doesn't work real good for mulching up the grass. It'll cut it off, but that's it. So so I got the lawnmower out. We mowed all the way down through there. So scooter's greased, the chopper's greased. So we're gonna head over to my brother's house and get to mowing over there. Got a lot of weeds coming up in that wheat stubble, so we're gonna get them knocked down. Waiting on Stones to haul manure in, and then it'll get worked up. Okay, well, Tammy and Nova just stopped by. They got back from scrap, and they brought me pulled pork, beans, and coleslaw, and a bottle of water. So we're gonna take a break and eat. All right, got this whacked off down here at my brother's. Get things folded up. And winged up. Listening to a podcast, steady at the wheel. Pretty good, guys. So yeah, somewhere around 16 acres. So now we'll head down to Dad's. Got a big limb blew out of his maple tree there. Gotta come over here and get that out of there for him one of these days too. So anyway, yeah, this is the field. Light and sandy up behind the house, and dark and heavy down on this corner. That far corner over there. And the neighbor kid here, he's on the fire department. He wants a bunch of these trees cut down behind that mirror. So we're gonna get with him and we'll mark them and figure it out which ones he wants to drop, so we'll drop them into the field and cut them up for firewood. So it is 10 after 3. Lunch was good, by the way. why I was nervous with it on the front of that tractor there. I know it's a strong magnet, but whew, some of them weeds are pretty big. I haven't seen footage yet, so yeah, I was nervous. I was kind of watching back here, trying to keep an eye out for it. Big patch of weeds in case the camera fell off. I could see it maybe stop before it got destroyed. This weed was cut real tall too, so we're actually mowing all the weed stubble down. So I'm down a gear, and she's working pretty good. But anyway, a couple hours and we'll get across this. This definitely needs it. A lot of this stuff ain't quite seed yet, so just in time, get her knocked down. Then we're gonna spread sheep manure, inline rip it, dish chisel it, get her knocked down and ready to plant next spring. This will be corn. So yeah.
And so
that's a young eagle out there.
Highway patrol's gonna follow them down there and watch them and all this. So you're 40 pounds.
I thought it was a hawk, but
on?
I think it's an immature eagle.
Let me just
cool.
chew on this for a little bit. I'm gonna. I think.
All right, well, got done with the field over there. Stopped talking to Dad. Got a couple of snacks, cold snacks with him. All right, well, I finished up the pasture. Did the other field. I jumped across the road here to this buffer strip. I just got visited, but Princess Nova's here, so she's gonna ride with me while we finish out. Then what are we gonna do? You gotta say it loud. She wants to go to B-Dubs. So we ain't been to B-Dubs in a while, so we're gonna go to B-Dubs. I was trying to talk her into driving. She didn't want to, but she might before we're done. We'll see. So anyway, yeah, back here along the bean field, taking a look at the beans out here. They don't look bad. Got a little bit of volunteer corn again. Snacks. What do you got? Root beer? Root beer and Lay's potato chips. Alright, so anyway, I'd show you the beans, but as you can see, the sun's shining. You can see them back there. They look pretty good. I just gotta try not to run over it. Alright, we'll pitch up for this. Alright, we're done. Just in time too. I filled up before we come over here. I'm down to a little less than a quarter of a tank. She's in the red. So we'll run over to Dad's and fill her up, pin her up, and head for home. Where are we going? B-Dubs. If this is it for tonight, thanks for watching, everybody. No guarantees. You never know what's going to happen. But anyway, thanks for watching. Alright, well, it's 20 after 10. Tammy and Nova was over there. Well, Nova, you've seen her in the tractor with me. Tammy was up to Dad's when we got back, so we all went to B-Dubs. Dad went with us, talked him into going, so it was a good time. Good food. And Tammy dropped me and Dad off, and she took Nova home to put her to bed because she was sleeping in the truck. And I talked to Dad for a few minutes, made a plan for tomorrow, and I'm heading home with Scooter and the mower. So, yeah. Lights on this tractor leave a little bit to be desired. Of course, you're only running 20 miles an hour, but I'd still like them to shine out there a little farther. And I've tried to adjust them, but that's it. And that's the high beams. But anyway.